Hello, everybody. How are you? How is everything in your world? I hope good. Guys, it's time for another Lyrics Explained. That's where I explain the lyrics of your favorite songs so that you can enjoy them more. That's basically it. Let's get into it. This is going to be Ransom by Tecca. Now, Tecca has been bubbling under for a while now on SoundCloud. And now he has broken through to the big time with this song, which is doing very well. Currently number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. Not that the charts mean all that much these days, but it does give us an indication of the song's popularity. So what's Ransom all about? Well, it's working on a number of different levels, and as I've mentioned in many of these song lyrics explained, that is the key to having lyrics with depth and context, that they work on a number of different levels. So he's talking about ransom in terms of people are trying to ransom his identity, his success, his moving forward, his peaking for their own benefit. And he doesn't like that. He's like, hey, man, where were you when I was just on the cloud, as the kids say, on the SoundCloud? Where were you when I was going to the shows, battle rapping, or just opening up for 3 other rappers no one ever heard of at some skate rink in the west side of town with the tiles falling off the ceiling? So where were all these pretenders when he was digging and scrapping and trying to break through? That's what he's saying. So now that he's a success, you're trying to ransom my success for you? Forget it, he says. That's why he says, it says it right there, about 2 Glocks. Okay, you don't want to meet those Glocks, I assume. But what he's saying, he's not even saying that he's going to use them, but he's saying, I will protect my reputation. I will protect my story, and that is that I paid the price. So who are all these hangers-on that all of a sudden appear, and this especially happens in the music business, they just show up on time. It's like it's like clockwork. As soon as you make it big, these pretenders show up. It's almost like they work for a pretender service that sends people out. Like a temporary service sends people out to do temporary work for office work or light labor or warehouse work. Well, it's almost like there's a pretender hangers-on service that sends out thoughts and other people that you've never seen before that all of a sudden appear. Okay, all of a sudden appear when somebody makes it big. How is that? How is it that they just show up right on time and they've never been seen before? No one's ever seen them before in the music business, in the concert business, in the recording industry. They've just never been around. It's kind of like in the Old West when a stranger shows up in town. And somebody goes, hey, stranger, what's your name? And they go, I'm Dusty Red from down Waco way. Well, that's just about as much identification as these hangers-on when, somebody like Lil Tecca makes it big, and all of a sudden they just appear. They appear at the concerts. They appear at the dressing room door after the concert. They appear at when they're getting on the bus to go on the tour. They just appear. They appear at parties. And they're like, Lil Tecca, I love your music. And you're like, what? I've loved you. I've been around you're like, I've never seen you before. Who are you? So he's saying you can't ransom my effort just because you want to be a hanger-on now. That you want to somehow sponge off of my success. And then another level that he's talking about is the ransoming of his time. In that when he starts out, he has all the time in the world because what else are you going to be doing? You got to devote 24/7 to your music, to your craft, to your art. And then all of a sudden he makes it big, and his time is for Ransom. Lil Tecca, can you come to this opening? Lil Tecca, can you work with this artist? Lil Tecca, Lil Tecca, Lil Tecca. You're like, leave me alone, man. I just want to do my thing. That's, you fight your whole life. This is what he's saying to himself. Wait a minute. I fought my whole life to get to where I could have the creative and artistic independence to do my thing, and now everybody wants me to be at their thing. Lil Tecca said, "What? Give me the freedom that I so have worked hard for." It's an amazing thing, man. It's a really, especially the crazy music business. But, he's saying, I want all, right? I want all. And you name it. The diamonds, the armaments, the success, the cars. And why not? Of course. That's part of the music biz, especially the rap game. What, you become a successful rapper and then you become a monk? No. No successful rapper has ever broken through with a few monster hits and then just say, you know what, I'm going to join a monastery. And then I'm going to start rapping from the bell tower. That's just never, although that would be a good sound, probably up there rapping in the bell tower. That might even be the name of your first album if you decide to go that way. But it's never happening. No one ever does that. You become a successful rapper, what do? You go out and buy a Rolls Royce Silver Shadow. That's what you do. Of course. And you deserve it. So that is what Ransom is talking about, is that there's a price. Call it a ransom, call it a fee, call it a tax. There's a price you pay even after you paid the whole price to make it to the top. Now they're asking for more of your time, more of your attention, more of your money. Okay, and and no one ever really teaches you that as an up and coming artist. They don't go, watch out for the hangers on that you've never met before, seen ever in your life, and all of a sudden they're there. They'll appear at your door like a ghost. And all of a sudden they're like, Lil Tecca, I love you. You just got to be careful. So that is the lesson that Professor Lil Tecca is teaching today in school, folks. And it's another great song, so check it out. It's Lil Tecca Ransom, and that is Lyrics Explained. I hope that helps.